Russian artists are being censored for their support of Putin as Russia and Ukraine go to war. Russia's artistic community has been split down the middle by the ongoing conflict with Ukraine, with those in favor receiving government support and those in opposition facing pressure to conform. Famous Soviet-era performer Andrei Makarevich fell out of favor after he spoke out against government policy and attended anti-war rallies. After the cancellation of his concerts across Russia, he claimed he was being persecuted by the Kremlin. Luba's frontman, Nikolai Rastorgayev, on the other hand, has been given preferential treatment by the Kremlin and free rein at the country's most prestigious concert halls because of his outspoken support for the government's policies, including the military operation in Ukraine. According to a recent article by Vitaly Shevchenko for BBC Monitoring, Russia's artistic community is split over the ongoing conflict with Ukraine. Supporters of the Ukrainian government's policies have received state backing, while opponents have been put under pressure to conform. Andrei Makarevich and Nikolai Rastorgayev's divergent life stories are illustrative of this split. Known for his work as the lead singer of the Soviet-era rock band Machina Vremeni, Makarevich has spoken out against President Putin and his policies towards Ukraine. His anti-war activism in 2014 included penning the song, "My Country Has Gone Mad," and performing it at demonstrations. Several of his performances were cancelled and he made accusations of persecution against the Kremlin. Rastorgayev, on the other hand, is the lead singer of Luba, a band frequently referred to as Putin's favorite band. He has been an outspoken backer of Russia's actions, including the invasion of Ukraine, pursued by the Kremlin. Rastorgayev, in contrast to Makarevich, has had unfettered access to Russia's premier venues for quite some time, and he has even performed at Kremlin-organized mass rallies attended by President Putin. The article draws attention to the striking contrast between the state's treatment of these two artists. While Rastorgayev, who supports the Kremlin, has enjoyed state backing and access to top venues, Makarevich, who has been critical of the government, has been persecuted and had his concerts cancelled. Many Russian performers and artists have felt the pressure to take a side in the conflict in Ukraine or risk losing their careers. Russian artists are divided over the conflict with Ukraine, as Shevchenko points out. Critics of the government run the risk of being persecuted, while supporters are supported. The effects of the conflict in Ukraine on Russia's artistic community are explored in this article in fascinating detail. It focuses on the pressure put on artists in general to conform to the government's position and the divergent experiences of two well-known performers. It is unclear how this schism will develop and what effect it will have on Russia's cultural landscape as the conflict drags on. This article from World News discusses how Russian artists are being pressured to support Putin or risk censorship due to the ongoing conflict in Ukraine. We are overjoyed to share this fascinating news and article with you. Please spread the word among your social circles if you found this to be of interest.